This is a tutorial for I Can See Clearly Now. You can find the music on the San Jose Ukulele website. It's a great site. It's got a great book, some of the best written music I've seen for the ukulele, so you should definitely check it out. But it is also on my Google Drive in the ukulele file. All right, I'm going to play the song for you once, and then we will go through the chords and the strum. Here we go. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now, the pain has gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is that rainbow I've been waiting for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, nothing but blue skies. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Okay, so don't be intimidated by the strum if you've never done that pat or chuck type of strumming. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult to learn. It's difficult to play and sing with it for the first time. So don't worry about that for now. We're just going to go over the chords. It starts with a D, right? 1, 2, 3, same fret, second fret, fourth, third, and second string. I can see, and then we switch to a G, right? And those of you who have played with me before, you know, you're really just, you need to think about how you're going to get from one chord to the next. So these two fingers are going to stay on the fret, right? So think of moving these two down and then placing your ring finger into the G on the second string, third fret, right? And then you're going to go back to the D. So you just slip them all back here. And you're going to go D, G, D, G. And then you'll be playing an A, which is lead with this index finger, let these go, slide this down to the first fret, right? Third string, first fret, and then place your middle finger on the fourth string, second fret. Okay, and then you play that whole sequence through again. So you go D, G, D, and this time you're going to go to a C. So from here, I usually just drop my ring finger into the C position, and then back to the G, and then back to the D. So the initial chords are pretty simple. So I'm just going to do a down, down, up, down, up for now. So, and then we'll go into if you want to learn how to do the patting thing. All right, so, oops. I can see G clearly now, D, the rain has gone. All right, down, down, up, can see all down, down, up, down. Now to the A, just in my way, whoops. Back to the D. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be then we go to the C, bright, to the G, bright, sunshiny day. And then we repeat that line. It's gonna be a C, bright, and to the G, bright, sunshiny, and then to the D, day. And let me just mention, for those of you who are still new to this, it's okay just to do one strum, or even just go down, 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 because you're playing with a group. No one's going to notice that your strumming is a little bit different. So you could just go, I can see clearly now that rain is gone. Right? D, I can see all obstacles, A, in my way. All right. So the second verse is exactly the same, right? So let's do down, down, up, down. D, D. I think I can G, make it now. Back to D, the pain has gone. Stay on the D. All of the G, bad feelings have now A, disappeared. See how easy that is to go from the G to the A? Is just slip this down like that. Okay, disappeared. Back to the D. Here is that rainbow I've been waiting for. Now we're going to switch this. It's going to be a bright G, bright, sunshiny. Now to the D, day. Now we don't repeat the line this time. We're going to go into the bridge. Now the bridge is where all the hard chords and hard singing come up. Okay, so now we're going to go from the D to the F. Okay, it's just you're just kind of pivoting from here to there. Okay, index second string first fret, middle finger fourth string second fret, F. Look all around, there's nothing but, and then we have the C, blue skies, and then back to the F. Look straight ahead, nothing but, and then we go to the A, your middle finger stays put, and you just bounce this index finger up one to the third string. Blue skies, and you play that for 2 measures, and then you go to the C minor. If you look at the music, it says C sharp minor, and that is actually, you bar the 4th fret, and then you put your ring finger on the 6th fret, 4th string. Okay, but we have also, I often say that sometimes if it's easier to play the 7th, then and it sounds okay, play the 7th. So the 7th is just barring the 4th fret. So that would be technically a C sharp minor 7th. And this is way easier to play, and it sounds fine. So you'd go from the A, blue skies, and then bar the 4th fret. And if you have a hard time making a good sound, you put your index finger down and you stack your middle finger on top of it, right? And that'll give you a little more weight to it. All right, and you have plenty of time to get there because the A, and then you're really going to have to look, because for newer players, it's hard to just slide up to the 4th fret. And even I, like, sometimes accidentally go to the 3rd fret. So really go here and 4th fret. If you, many people have the dot on the side of the ukulele right there. See, it corresponds with the dot that's here, right? And we know that's the 5th fret. So if you can see that dot, then you know when you're coming from here, you just have to look for that dot and place your finger 1 fret above the dot. Okay? So we're going to go to the C sharp minor, and then from the C sharp minor, we're going to go to the G. All right? And you need to practice that a couple of times. But again, we all know the G, so it shouldn't be that difficult. So C sharp minor 7 to the G, and then we're going to go back to the C sharp minor 7, and then back to the G, and then from here we're going to go to the C, and then here next chord will be the B minor. So here, you can put your 2 fingers down again. You need to bar this, but you also need to put your ring finger right. And everybody knows that I always talk about, if you learn bar chord, you've learned 12 chords, right? Because that's a B minor, right? That would be the C minor, and then that's the C sharp minor that we were playing before. So what could we do if we can't play this B minor? You could play the B minor 7, right? We'll just sharp that. I mean, not sharp that. We'll just 7th it, right? So it doesn't sound terribly different. So let's just see how that sounds. So we're going from the A for 2 measures, blue skies, C sharp minor, G, C sharp minor, G, C, B minor 7, A. And then the rest of the song you've already done above, right? D, I can see clearly, G, D, D, D again, D again. I can see G, obstacles, A in my way. D, gone are the G dark clouds that D had me blind. It's gonna be a bright C, bright, and then G, bright, sunshiny day. And then you're gonna repeat that line 3 times. Now, for the ending, okay, the last line is gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny, and then we're gonna play 2 full measures and then a single strum. So day, 2, and strum. Okay, so let's go back to let's practice the bridge one more time. I want to talk a little bit about the singing, since we will be singing this. If you're singing all by yourself, it's probably impossible to do unless you have incredible breath control, because it's basically nothing but blue skies. So we talked about what would be doable. So maybe if we had one breath if we ended the word sky and then took a breath and then did ooh after that, that might be a way to solve the problem of trying to hold something for a really long time and just sounding terrible. So I would recommend doing blue sky. Oops, there I go. Third fret, fourth. One more time. Blue sky. Okay, so if you noticed, after the second C minor, I closed the sky and I paused, took a breath, so it doesn't seem like I'm trying to fake it and hold it. I'm just switching to a different word, which is ooh. So let me try that one more time. I'll do it slowly if I can. So, blue sky. Okay, so I won't go much more into the singing, but let's talk about the strum. So if you're playing with us on Music Sunday, you can just do down, down, up, up, down. If you recall, if you've played with us before, if you recall the strum that we used for Mary Did You Know, it's down, pat, up, down, up, down, up, down, pat, up, down, up, down, up, down, pat, up, down, up, down, up. And the best way, I think, to practice this is to first make them discrete. So in other words, go down, pat, up, down, and then stop. And then go down, pat, up, down, up. So that way, if you do a series of discrete patterns, you'll kind of have a better idea. Sometimes it gets confusing when you're first doing it because they all start running into the other and you're like, wait a minute, where does the pat go? But down, pat, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, we're starting a new one. Down, pat, up, down, up, down, up. Here comes the next one. Down, pat, up, down, up, down, up. And really get that strum down before you even try to sing with it. And, you know, some people can just sing with it right away. But for some people, it's a bit of a, you know, new rhythm thing. They're doing something different with their hand. And it's sometimes hard to coordinate with the singing. So don't feel bad if you can't do it right away. There are lots of people who can't do it right away. Just, you know, it is, the pat has just been very useful for our class because some people find it hard to chuck, you know, which is just, so we could do, you know, down. So same thing, if you know how to chuck, it's very similar. But we just want to add this sort of percussive element, and the pat works just fine. And it's something that is easy for us to all do together. And if you choose not to pat, you can just go, you know, it's the same da, 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 down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, right down, pat, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So don't worry too much about the strumming for now, but make sure that you can get the bar chords in there. And even if they're not great, it's okay. There'll be some people who have great. Okay, if your chord is a little more like that, it's not going to be that noticeable. I think it's more important that you keep trying to do it. And if you need help, that's the beauty of a single bar, is that you can, use your middle finger to help you do it. Okay. So this may not have been the greatest tutorial. I just flew 11 hours and my time is all discombobulated. I'm in Dublin. Look, here I am. All right. Good luck. Bye.